The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, welcome back, 721. We got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we give out a prize pack. Lots of Jag talk still to come. Lots of college football to get into. Lots of things happening in the sports world, though, that we'll cover right here, right now. Beef, what are we giving out after this?
Oh, Danny, it's a hell of a week to be the 10-minute drill prize winner.
Okay.
Because one lucky winner at the end of every 10-minute drill this week is going to take home a floral arrangement from our friends at Kuhn Flowers and also a pair of tickets to Welcome to Rockville, which is coming up in May. In Daytona Beach, and it's headlined by this band. Maybe you've heard them. They're an up-and-comer. They're called Metallica, Dan.
Wow.
They're playing 2 nights.
Devil's music. That's what it used to be.
Friday and Sunday.
Devil's music. Remember that? We were kids. It's devil's music.
All right, looks like...
Might still be, but our relationship with the devil's softened a little bit through the years.
We've embraced them at this point.
Looks like we're at the end of the line for... the class of 2015, Jeff Prosser.
What?
Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston. Are they on their teams next year?
Oh, boy. Yesterday, Mariota was pulled. He's just so up and down. I wouldn't continue with him. And Jameis just drives you crazy if you're a coach, man. Jameis is – I've determined what Jameis is. He throws a prettier ball, but he's Blake. Jameis is Blake Bortles. He'll go out one game, throw 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, and then he'll have 4 or 5 turnovers in a game. And in fact, I saw a graphic yesterday. The 2 guys, and this is without Blake playing a down this year. Since 2014, the 2 guys with the most turnovers are Jameis Winston and Blake Bortles. So, no, I would think that Bruce Arians has had about enough of Jameis, and that their mission this offseason will be to get a quarterback, I would imagine. And he's been like this, Dan, since he was at FSU, hadn't he? He just won't give up on a play. I don't think it's necessary. He just won't give up on a play. He can't stop himself from throwing the ball when he shouldn't. So, and look, I thought Mariota, part of his struggles last year was playing through an injury, but he's just too up and down. He was terrible here against the Jags. He was terrible yesterday. He's had a couple of 300-yard, 3-touchdown passing games, but he can't put it together. I'm going to make a pledge here, Dan Hicken. I'm going to need you to be my accountability partner and hold me to this.
All right.
But for now, until the rest of the Jaguars football season, I pledge you this. I'm not talking about winning 3 out of the next 4. I'm not talking about stacking. I'm not talking about must. It's literally, with this football team, just do yourself a favor. Try and beat the Bengals, right? Not, we win these 2. We're 4-4. We got Houston. It's just, I'm not doing it anymore. And I'll tell you why. The Jets beat the Cowboys yesterday, and the Bengals lost by 6 at Baltimore. If the Jags don't play good, they'll lose both games.
Oh, yeah. There's no question about that.
That schedule, based on what happened yesterday, that little 2-game stretch looks a little tougher than it did on Friday.
Yeah. There's no question. In fact, I'll put the NFL into context for you with the Dan Hicken stat of the day. I can do that for you right now during the sports concepts and rationalizations.
Never before executed.
Good luck. I'm going to try it.
His name is Hicken. He's got a knowledge addiction. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
Although this could be faulty, so keep that in mind with the amount of knowledge I've been spewing out that's been incorrect. The Cowboys, the Chiefs, and the Rams were all 3-0. Since that time, they're 0-8 combined.
Wow. The Rams don't. The Rams may not make the playoffs.
Rams have Super Bowl hangover. I think I got that one right. I haven't been very good, but I do think I
picked them to
the
miss
Rams,
the postseason.
And Goff is not very good either. So,
San Francisco is for real. They're better than the Rams. The Rams aren't going to catch San Francisco. The Niners are better.
Yes.
That wasn't fluky.
No.
That was come in and just suffocate you. You stink. See you next time.
We did learn yesterday, Jeff Prosser, why Los Angeles is just a god-awful NFL market.
We did.
And I know they all make a lot of money.
Because there's more Niners fans than
Well, that
than
was
Rams.
only the tip of the iceberg.
Pittsburgh last night.
What's going on
it's been
with
like
the
that
Chargers,
in San Diego of L.A.
It's heinous. And it's not fair to them. Basically, it
was like 80-20, man.
San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles play 16 roadies a year.
Because it's not. I know.
No, go look at Broncos when they come to
Pittsburgh's
town. Chiefs
famous.
when they come to. But last night, there's one picture that I saw that's going around. It's this little lady wearing a powder blue uni. She's probably mid-30s. She's sitting there, sitting down, and it is a sea of black and gold around her, and she's looking up like middle finger extended, ha, ha, and they're just, what's the point, man? You got Phillip driving up from San Diego every day in the car. That was all cute and stuff.
The mystery machine.
Yeah, that was all cute and stuff last year, but now it's getting old when the team's no good.
Do you think football will return to San Diego? I mean, they built the stadium. At least they didn't build two. It's being shared. They could always leave, and it's not going to be the death of the NFL economy in L.A.
There's no reason to have.
I don't think it's going to change when they move to the new stadium. Man. It's not like suddenly you move to the new stadium.
It's going to be cavernously empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles will play a game in L.A. where they have more fans than the opponent.
In 1995, we went to the Houston Astrodome, which is right next to NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Houston Astrodome, which was one of the seven wonders of the world, is dwarfed by NRG Stadium now. But that's a different story. The point is, we went to a game when we knew Houston was leaving Texas, and they played a game against the Oilers there. The Jags did. Jags won that game, by the way. And there was no one in the state. I mean, it was weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
That's
like
how
a
it is out
preseason.
there. I think the Rams will ultimately have a home field advantage.
Sure.
But they probably, I'm not saying there were more Niners fans, but I heard a lot of Niners celebration
they were loud, dude.
in that game.
They were loud. Anyway, coupled with the officiating, I mean,
it's annoying.
Multi-billion-dollar industry.
I have a hard time.
Fix it.
What's bothering me with the NFL is they don't have the guts to ever say their guys are wrong.
Right.
The reason we have replay, I've been banging on this, Hick, for 20 years.
And then the NFL does little cheesy things like, you can't tailgate, anymore.
Right.
Trying to tell people
what does that
those
do?
types of things.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I've been banging on this for
anyway,
20 years.
What do I know? I was 3-10 in picking games yesterday.
I don't know why this is so hard to make this the standard, but I've been, yelling for this for a long time.
Uh-huh.
When you send a play to the booth for a replay, start with a blank slate. You shouldn't have to have this impetus to overwhelmingly overturn. Look at the play and call it right. Look, even at the end of the Falcons game yesterday, Kyler Murray scrambled toward the sideline. He did not advance the ball to where it needed to go. But they hide behind these excuses. Well, we don't have the perfect angle, or you can't really tell from there, or it has to be just overwhelming to overturn. No, it doesn't. Your guys aren't any good. It shouldn't be overwhelming. If we're challenged, it's because we are recognizing your ineptitude. That's why we're sending it to the booth. So we don't want that ineptitude to factor into the new decision. Look at it with a clean set of eyes. Good question here on the text line. We never asked to be monetarily compensated, but do we get paid for Baby Chart appearing yesterday for the first time?
Unfortunately,
did we have anything to do with it? Yes or no?
Nod, wink, wink.
DJ Chart,
DJ
doubled, only 4 catches, and we lost.
A couple other things. We got 2 heavyweights in the ALCS. And this game went.
They're going to have a 15-rounder.
Went late last night, but the Astros were able to come back. Carlos Correa had really struggled this year. He had a big game, and I think he has 3 walk-offs now in postseason play. And I think maybe all 3 are against the Yankees. So he's probably public enemy number 1.
That series looks like it's going the distance to me.
Well, it was an important win for the Astros because
they can get right back on track with Cole, the 3 pitchers.
Yeah,
but Greinke is just
if they had lost it though, it would have been a problem. The Astros bats got to get going.
Yeah. And the Nats have won that series. That series was won in Game 1. If you lose to Anibal Sanchez and you still have 4 games left with Scherzer and Strasburg, you lost the series.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, so that series is over.
Cardinals got no hit 4-0 through 5 or 6 innings of both games.
Yeah.
Well, you hate to see it.
And it was a big college football weekend, and we'll talk more about that in its own segment a little bit later this morning. But
in fact, we'll do that next.
Well, a couple of things.
Yeah,
we'll do that. In fact, let's do it. We'll come back.
Yeah.
The proof of another terrible performance, at least for me. And we'll look at the college football weekend.
Don't look at me. I went 3-10 regular. What do you think I did against the spread?
Sometimes the spread would help in your 3-10 regular. Ever think of that?
Let's do caller number 2, Beef 641-1010. If you want to rock
out. That's right. Call number 2 right now, 641-1010. Going to take home a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers and a pair of tickets to Welcome to Rockville in Daytona Beach, May 8th through 10th. Headline, 2 nights by Metallica. 641-1010. Caller 2 right now.